Hey Aquarius, I'm Empress Rose. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so we take what works, leave what doesn't. We're not trying to shoehorn our story into this story or the story into our story. We're just going to take what works here. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. It makes me happy and also helps other people find the channel. If I don't catch your wavelength, that's what I meant to say before. If I don't catch your wavelength on this reading, go check your other major placements. And we're starting with the Oracle decks of Moonology and Urban Crow. Sorry, I lost one here, but all right, we lost a lot. There's some really good readings going on this week, people. I'm very excited about what I'm seeing. There's just a lot of good stuff going on this week. Except for Capricorn. All right. Anything else from Urban Crow? That's it from Urban Crow? That's fine. Urban Crow is super generous. If you don't get something right away, you're not getting anything. Oh, gosh. What is this card? Okay. Oh, my goodness. Maybe this is enough. Whew, that changed everything. Okay, I'll tell you what I just pulled. I just pulled Wrath. This angry little card. I'm going to read about it. Yeah, I'm just going to read about it right now. Just right off the top here. I'm not even going to... One day, I heard the sound of what could have been 100 crows outside my window. We're going to do this like a storybook. I'm going to show you the pictures, and then I'll read the page. One day, I heard the sound of what could have been 100 crows outside my window. The sky was nearly black with swarms of angry birds dive-bombing the tree outside my apartment. A young raccoon killed a baby crow. The energy in the air was almost palpable. You could feel the anger of the crows as well as the fear of the raccoon who clung desperately to the tree for dear life. Wrath creates a powerful energy. It can be destructive, it can prompt revenge, and it can lead down a path that is hard to recover from if one acts this emotion. I was just going to say, I'm not happy seeing this card because this is my most difficult emotion to deal with, to process. There's not a lot of socially acceptable ways to express it other than rage cleaning and rage exercise. There's not a lot of great ways to express it. It's so difficult to hold. I'm learning to sit and feel it when it arises, but whew, it's hard, and that's why I went directly to the book. I was like, I don't know about this card. I hate it. I hate that feeling. It feels so uncontrollable and... So yeah, some wrath, dealing with some wrath and trying not to make, life-changing decisions based on the anger that comes up. It's such an important and crucial emotion, crucial to let all of this flow. We have to let ourselves experience it when it arises. We don't camp out there, we don't make a life there, but it's got to let it flow through us. Otherwise it gets trapped. I think it gets trapped in our bodies. It's a really difficult emotion. When my son was 3, he described it as a red square. Like just hard, just pain. You can feel those edges trying to get it out. It hurts you to express it is what he ended up saying. It's painful to get it out. Yeah, it's a really intense emotion. It's time to take action. Whew, but we just saw not a wrathful action, but it's time to take action. New moon in Aries, there's something that's happening. You're initiating, you're moving forward, you're making moves, and you are leaping into action, I want to say. There's been some sort of alarm bell has been rung, and it is time to leap into action. This is cool. Your hard work is paying off. The actions that you take, the work that you have been putting into something or will be putting into something will pay off. It will pay off. It'll be worth it, but you do have to leap into action and make sure that you're responding appropriately to the stimuli that you're experiencing. And you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. You are enough. You are good enough. You're worth fighting for. You're worth taking this action for. And you know what? A lot of times, one of the beautiful things about wrath and anger, especially when we've been wronged, is that it's our inner soul saying, you should not have been treated like that. And it's us standing up for ourselves, being angry at situations that we didn't deserve, things that have been unfair, unjust, pain and suffering that we've experienced. Don't ever let that pain and suffering tell you that you're not good enough, that you aren't that you aren't worthy of life, worthy of good things, and worthy of being loved. And, you have this inherent worth and inherent value no matter what's going on around you. And a lot of times wrath, we call anger, it's a secondary emotion. The first emotion, which is easier for me to feel, is hurt or pain or sorrow or sadness. And then there's anger that comes after that. That doesn't mean that anger is less of an emotion or not the real emotion. There might be underlying feelings of vulnerability and sorrow underneath that wrath. So that all needs to be dealt with as well. But allow yourself to go through that wrath. I feel like wrath could be like the grass layer, and you're trying to get down and dig something. And you got to get that grass layer and deal with that. You have to deal with it. What lies underneath may be soft and vulnerable and painful and sad, but you got to first dig through that grass first in order to get to the softer parts to deal with. So, wow, I thought that was going to be a great reading, and then wrath showed up, and I was like, wait, what? I saw your hard work is paying off. You're good enough. These are all great things, but something's been triggered here. And it could be triggering into action. You could be very angry about something. It might be rightfully so. This could be your soul saying, I didn't deserve that. It's important. It's important to stand up for yourself and to prioritize yourself and to, not accept everything that life brings us as you deserved it. All the shit and garbage that life brings us. Not interpreting that as something you deserved. It's just part of the path. All right, Aquarius. This is your past, your present, your inner landscape. What's at issue? Your environment, your to-do list, your possible outcome. I'm not going to say this time. I'm like, this looks good. I don't see swords. So swords is always an alarm bell. So this part looks pretty good, I think, so far. We'll see. In your recent past, you have Wheel of Fortune. Did you guys get this last week? I don't know. But Wheel of Fortune, there's been some bad luck or some good luck. Some sort of luck, things outside of our control. It's just the inner workings of life, the backstage of life. I always feel this is like a stage curtain, and it pulls back, and we can see all the inner workings, all the backstage equipment, everything that goes on back there. This is just, there might not be a rhyme or reason. It's the complex inner workings of life that we don't see, we don't understand. It's that inexplicable that happens to us that we call good luck and we call bad luck. And there's always the chance that good luck could be turning into bad luck, and what seems like bad luck now may actually be eventually good luck. There's a Buddhist story about a kid who, it's a long story, but it has to do with, finding a horse, then trying to train the horse. So good luck, he gets a horse for free. Bad luck, he breaks his arm while he's training the horse. Good luck, the army comes through looking for recruits. He can't go off to war because his arm is broken. Bad luck, then his family doesn't get the army pension. It's just we don't even know. Kurt Vonnegut says we know so little about life, we don't know what the good news is and what the bad news is. So, but there's been something outside of your control here, something you didn't get a say in, something that just happens in life. Like I was talking about with this wrath, it's important to not take this stuff personally. Like when bad stuff happens to you, it's not because of you, it's because you're alive, and that's cool. It's because you're here, and it's because this is just life, and this is just the workings of life. You get some good news, you get some bad news. It changes. You might have gotten some good luck, you might have experienced some good luck, you might have experienced some bad luck. It seems to me, the message I'm getting here is something here is not your fault, and it has nothing to do with your worth and your value and how good enough you are or anything like that. It's just outside of all of that, and it's just its own little part of just life, part of having bodies, part of having finances, part of being in this moment of history. That's all. In your current situation, you have temperance. You have an adjustment period, getting used to something, maybe a bit of a protected space as you adjust to something, as you adjust to maybe something you've learned, maybe about yourself, maybe about your own journey, maybe about somebody else. There's an adjustment period here. Whatever happened that was outside of your control, it's taking you you need to take a minute to get used to it. Almost like, don't haul off and do some crazy shit here because of this experience, although it is time to take action. So, those two cards have some tension between them, but this is getting used to something, adjusting to something, some sort of maybe extreme feelings, an extreme event, and kind of taking the time to heal from that, taking the time to get used to this intense thing that's come in here, taking some time here. It could take quite some time to get used to it, to get used to the thing, but that's what's going on. There's something about time healing all wounds, and bringing things coming together in divine timing, and having the patience to allow that adjustment period, or allow what needs to come together, the puzzle pieces to come together. So I feel like there's been like a call put out, and then it's like it's going to take some time for all the members of the group of, I don't know, I see Lord of the Rings interlaid here. It's going to take some time for everybody to get to assemble, for the team to get assembled and that kind of thing. So you're in sort of a waiting period, waiting for adjustment, waiting for the different elements to arrive to be able to work together and be able to combine. And then in your hopes, your fears, your Three of Wands, you're hoping that, I think you're hoping for your luck to turn. You're hoping for these ships to come in. You're hoping for a vision to be able to see the future, maybe be able to see where this is all going, where this is all headed. The Three of Wands is quite the visionary, sees what's coming towards them, sees the future, sees their dreams coming true. And I think this is what you're hoping for. You're hoping for that vision of your future. You're hoping for some sort of being able to see the good things coming towards you. I think you want to see something. You want to have this vision. You want to have some sort of, see where this is all going. Have some sort of intuitive understanding of, if this is bad luck, I think you want to be able to see, how can this turn into good luck? How could this be for my benefit, for my highest good? You want to see that vision. You want to have some sort of image of the future, some positive image of the future of where this could go, what could happen. And you're longing for that. You're looking for that. You're hoping maybe for some personal growth here too out of this whole situation. And to see where something's going, have a vision of where something's going. It's almost like you're looking to a crystal ball and you're hoping so much to see a vision of something that you want in your future, a future that you want, a future that's exciting for you. I don't see that I think you either are trying to figure out what that vision is, what is that future, what does the future that you want look like to you, what would it look like for your ships to come in, trying to find that vision and see that. And finding that hope and that faith in the future, in a future that you love, in a future that you want, right? You want to see your hard work pay off. So wanting to get that vision and wanting to see that all coming in and that coming to fruition. What's the issue here is this Page of Pentacles in reverse. So in the upright, the page is going to be learning and curiosity. That's the embodiment. This could be a person that lacks curiosity, that lacks interest, that lacks isn't interested in making money, isn't interested in work, isn't interested in any of those things, isn't interested in learning how this all works. They don't care. They're not interested. So this could be someone that you know. This could be yourself. This could be just an energy here of just not being very interested in practical things and learning how to do something very practically. So there could be a situation here where there's just not a lot of growth or understanding, or this could also be like a new job, not getting a new job, not getting a new position, not having, I mean, here you're looking for this vision, you've got this vision, or you're looking for a vision, and maybe because you don't even see what you want, it's hard to take steps or to learn, how to go about doing this. You may not even know how to start something. It looks like something could be started, but it's not beginning. There's not a new beginning here. There's not a new job to learn. There's not a new situation to figure out. There's not the opportunity for something to come into the 3D. It's not coming. That you might be having a vision. You might be hoping for this vision, but there's something here that's not even beginning to happen. There's no new beginning here. There's no new thing coming in. There's nothing new to learn. It's just not happening in the 3D. Maybe you have a vision, because this is, with that 3 of Wands there, maybe you have this idea and this inspiration and this hope, but it just hasn't happened yet. I think this is why you're getting this reassurance that it hasn't happened yet, not because you're not good enough, but because of some external situation, right? Your hard work, it's saying, is going to pay off. If you haven't put the hard work in, then don't expect to pay off. But if you have put hard work in and haven't been able to even start something or get something off the ground here, or even learn how to do the new thing, yeah, that could be going on too, right? It's just not starting in the real world. There's just something that's been not able to start in the 3D. In your environment, you have 10 of Wands. You have a situation in your environment. This could be someone going through this, or somebody, or an opportunity. Something here, it's hard to imagine how this is external, because it is putting down a burden. So maybe something's getting taken off your plate, that you don't have to do this thing anymore. You don't have to be responsible for other people's happiness anymore. It's getting taken off of your plate through just something happening here in your life, happening around you, some sort of situation in your life where this other people's expectations, you're not going to be expected to meet them anymore. You're free now to pursue something what you want and put this burden down. It doesn't look like you're putting the burden down. It looks like the burden is being lifted off of you for you. And this could be, again, this is in your environment, so this could be having to do with work, a project being taken off your plate, somebody that you're no longer responsible for them anymore. You're able to, there's something that's happening in your environment where you're being released of a responsibility and a burden. It's not up to you anymore. You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to take care of this thing anymore, because something in your environment is removing that thing from your life. And it's been hard, it's been a burden, and it's been very difficult, but that difficulty is coming to an end. It could be coming to a natural end. It could be coming to just, it's winding down here. And this, you no longer have to carry this burden. You no longer have to do this thing. You no longer have to please this person or these people. It's being removed from you because it's external. So it's not, if this were internal, I'd be like, you have to release this, but it is like, it's just not your problem anymore. And there's something externally happening in your life that is releasing you of this problem. It could be a quick process. With this Temperance card, it seems like this is a slow process. Seems like the Temperance card might be showing up here to say that this is a slow process that's going on. It's not happening like that. But you are being relieved of some kind of burden here. Your to-do list is this King of Pentacles, planning for your future, planning for your financial future. We have the Page of Pentacles, something not happening, some new beginning not occurring in the 3D. And this is the King of Pentacles. You're supposed to focus on your money, focus on your time, how you're spending your time. This is, your hard work is paying off, Capricorn. King of Pentacles to me is very Capricorn-y energy. I don't know if that's official, but when I see the King of Pentacles, I see some Capricorn energy here of, oh, look, it's a little, we've got several horns. We've got lots of sets of horns here. I don't 100% know exactly what that's trying to tell us, but we've got these horns and these horns and these horns. And with this Wrath card, we could be, really spearing some things here. I don't know. I think that's really interesting, though. Horns. I mean, a very horny reading, but I don't really see a lot here that really accentuates that story-wise as that being a theme that we're dealing with. But there are lots of horns. Aggressiveness, growth, masculine energy. We don't have swords, but we have horns, which is interesting. So anyway, this King of Pentacles energy, this is about the looking at the long term, long haul, slow growing in the 3D, and just looking to the future, planning for the future, being precise with our plans, being clear with our plans, being methodical with our plans, not looking to get rich quick, but looking for a slow plan for the future. Maybe taking control of your own money. Pentacles to me is time, money, resources, taking control of those, owning what you do have. This could be budgeting your time. This could be budgeting your money. But it's being careful. It's being cautious. It's a very cautious energy, but it's also an energy of ownership and what you have manifested. Make sure you're taking care of what you do have, of what you have created. Even though you're not getting this particular new beginning, the beginnings, the things that you do have, the money you do have, the time you do have, there is a lot about time here too, with this time to take action. I'm sure that after I turn off this video, I'm going to understand what those horns are about, so I'll put it in the comments if I do. But this time, there's something about time here. And the King of Pentacles is slow, though. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but this is also saying it's time to move on something. It's time to take action on something. And then we have the Temperance card here also talking about slow time. King of Pentacles, slow time, going slow, being careful, not rushing ahead. I mean, maybe this is what this wrath is. This wrath would definitely make you want to rush ahead. But this is really taking care of your resources, and there's kind of a full ownership and full possession and a full sense of entitlement to your resources. To what you have earned and what you have planned for and what you have, invested in, and really owning that investment and really understanding that you've invested in it. It is your hard work paying off. There's something really interesting about this Temperance and this King of Pentacles. Both of these are about time, needing to take time and not rush. It is time to take, we also have it's time to take action. So it might be time to take steps towards a more solid future, step towards that. Where you're going, where you're headed, the Empress, this is self-sufficient energy. This is you are enough. This is basically the same message here. Look, there's even roses or flowers and roses here. But, oh yeah, of course there are roses on the Virgo's head. But this Empress card, this is you are enough. You have enough. This is abundance. This is self-possessed abundance, internal, external, an attitude of abundance. You have it because you've invested your time and your money very wisely here. You've allowed the full fruition of this thing. This is like, what do you call when you have an investment and it's like, you don't take the money out early, you leave it there until it's fully vested? Yeah? Is that it? I don't know. Anyway, so this leads you to some self-sufficiency, some sense that you are enough, that you have enough, and that even from that you can find some generosity. You can pour from a full cup, and you can pour you can give from a full cup here. An abundant energy, having enough, having plenty, being sufficient. So really beautiful reading, you having this vision maybe of being self-sufficient and this journey of heading in that direction. Something hasn't been able to happen in the real world, but it's almost like never mind that, just keep doing you, just keep investing in yourself and investing in your life and building slowly building what it is that you wanted to build, this vision, this idea, and having faith in that you are going to end up being very sufficient and both blessed and both able to bless as being blessed. I don't know, that word's kind of weird and has some weird co-option going on, but like just both being a blessing to others while also being blessed. by, I don't know, some of the work that you put in. All right, Aquarius, I hope that that was helpful for you. Bit of a roller coaster there at the front end, but I hope you have a great week.